Hi folks, Wilson here, transmitting through the internet, the wonderful world of technology. I'm glad to be here this evening to play some music for you. And before I do, I want to give a shout out to SoundCorps for putting this together, and to Stratton and Emily Kate for everything that they do for SoundCorps. And if you don't know what SoundCorps is, and you probably do if you're tuning in, but if you don't, it's a great initiative, an organization here in Chattanooga who helps foster music in about 1 million different ways here in town, and they do good things. And I've had the opportunity to work through a couple of their programs before this one, and have got nothing but good to say about them. So anyhow, this evening, I'm going to kind of put on a retrospect of some of my songs and some of my favorite songs by other artists, and maybe you all can get a glimpse about me a little bit, and I hope you enjoy my music. The first song that I'm going to do, we all aspire to a station in life, and that's kind of what this song is about. It's called King of Imperfect Souls. Went downtown to see my friends. The more things change, the more they stay the same. No matter what I do, can't escape the pain. I ain't ever going back again, 'cause I'm the king of imperfect souls. Everybody's gotta play their role. I'll keep rolling down this road, 'cause I'm the king of imperfect souls. No matter what I say or do, I just keep on pushing through. Make it through another day, make another getaway. I'm either in love or I got that itch. One foot in the road and the other in the ditch. Once in a while I get shown the light in the strangest of places if I look at it right. No matter what I do, I keep pushing through. Another day, another getaway. I'm the king of imperfect souls. Everybody's gotta play their role. And I'll keep rolling down this road, 'cause I'm the king of imperfect souls. All right. One down, 11 to go. So, like I said earlier, it's a mix of originals and covers, and I'm going to get a cover early here, but rest assured you're going to get a lot of original music this evening. And this song is written by a songwriting hero of mine, a guy by the name of Pete Townsend, and the name of the song is Keep Me Turning, and it goes like this. River's getting higher, there's no wood for the fire. I saw the Messiah, but I guess you missed him again. That brings your score to 110. River's getting closer, better ring up the grocer. Stack up the potatoes. Jack, are you ever coming back? Will your operatic soul turn black? Keep me burning, I'm hanging on. Keep me turning up for your song. Don't you leave me to the very last. Keep me turning, I'm hanging on. Keep me yearning, I've had enough. Keep me turning till I turn in my backstage pass. Children are smiling, parents are whining, bow tie tying for that big day real soon. Is there really gonna be no room? I got a ticket, just gotta get past the picket. They say that the trick is walking backwards while you're walking out. Guess the Lord's wearing glasses now. Keep me turning, I'm turning now. Keep me burning all for your song. Keep me turning, don't you leave me to the very last. Keep me turning, I'm hanging on. Keep me yearning, I've had enough. Keep me turning till I turn in my backstage pass. Keep me turning. Keep me turning, turning, turning. Keep me turning. Keep me turning, turning, turning. Keep me turning, I'm hanging on. Keep me burning all for your song. Keep me turning, don't you leave me to the very last. Keep me turning, I'm hanging on. Keep me yearning, I've had enough. Keep me turning till I turn in my backstage pass. All right. So, a little Pete Townsend there for you. And we're going to head back to some original music. So, deep down inside this gruff exterior is a true romantic, and a guy that believes in a chivalrous code. This song is my take on Don Quixote, and it's called Don Quixote's Horse, whose name is Rocinante, in case you did know that, but it goes like this. Trusty old trucks, same age as me, came off the line in March '63, and he carries the scars of his 53 years, the love and the laughter, the sadness, the tears, and it's time to move on with my trusty steed to other adventures and unselfish deeds. And we may not be pretty, but our hearts, they still bleed for innocent children and damsels in need. Jousting at windmills, biding our time, Tennessee-Cito, I hold the line that keeps me through the fear, helps me hang on for another long year. Some nights you do so well, other nights are lonely as hell, and the demons add up after 53 years. But the booze kills the pain and helps calm the fears. Shout out to Nikki, a thank you to Mel. Both caught a glimpse of my particular hell. Both helped me see what I don't want to see, and both had the sense to steer clear of me. They say there's no bad luck. Make your mistakes and you own your screw-ups. So dust yourself off and get on back up. There's a long way to go with this old pickup truck, and it's time to move on with my trusty steed to other adventures and unselfish deeds. And we may not be pretty, but our hearts, they still bleed for innocent children and damsels in need. For innocent children and damsels in need. Oh, Rocinante, my fine noble steed. All right, so that's my take on knights errant and chivalry and being an old man, I guess. In any event, taking another literary step, my father passed away a couple weeks ago. He was 87 years old and had lived a wonderful and full life. And we shared, among other things, a love of literature. This is a song that is written. It's based off of a short story by Rudyard Kipling called "The Man Who Would Be King," and I'm going to dedicate this one to my old man. So, and real quick, the story is about a couple of adventurers in India. So fun topic too. So here we go. My name is Peachy Carnahan, late of the Queen's First Fusiliers. And me and my mate, one Danny Devote, lived a tale that you must hear. Tired of wandering the subcontinent, our luck was running thin. India's not big enough for us both, we told the newspaper man. Head out north out of the war, towards Kafiristan, with 20 Martini Henry guns and a brand new plan to help the Kaffir leaders fight, vanquish all their foes, and then we'd step in the stronger men. That's just the way it goes. And that's just the way it goes, my boys. That's just the way it goes. We'll step in the stronger men. That's just the way it goes. Now before we left, we made a pact. No drinking, not a dram. No women to distract us from carrying out our plan. In a push, we crossed the Hindu Kush and encountered our first clan, led by a fearsome Kaffir chief with a daughter named Roxanne. We acquitted ourselves right in the midst of the fight, helped our Kaffir tribe, and old Danny, he took an arrow in flight, and he lived instead of died. To our Kaffir charges, this was a sign that he was a god, not a mortal's foe. And they raised him up and they made him king, and that's just the way it goes. And that's just the way it goes, my boys. That's just the way it goes. Raised him up and they made him king, and that's just the way it goes. Danny got it in his head that he'd carried out our plan, and it was time for him to take a wife, start a royal clan. Danny's bride on that eventide was the prettiest ever seen, but that minx Roxanne, she bit the man and she made him bleed. I got away with Danny's head, still there in that hallowed ring, that crown of thorns made out of gold, the man who would be king. The untented cosmos, my abode, I pass a willful stranger. Future's just an open road, and the bright lights of danger, and that's just the way it goes, my boys. That's just the way it goes. That minx Roxanne, she scotched a plan. That's just the way it goes, and that's just the way it goes, my boys. That's just the way it goes. The tale of the man who would be king, that's just the way it goes. All right. I was going to do a guitar switch, but I'm not ready for that yet. So, or hold on. Whoa. I had my pages out of order on my set list. So yes, I am switching guitars. Are you ready to go, Stratton? Okay. Back on? Good. So, Beethoven wrote a piece called the Bagatelle number 25 in A minor. And a bagatelle is a trifle, something, light, and you just throw it off, and it's a quick piece of writing, and his is rather famous, and for most folks it's called Für Elise, which is German for meaning for Elise. And one of the issues is exactly who he wrote it for. There are three women competing for that notoriety. I'm not going to get in trouble with this song because I'm not going to name it for the girl that I wrote it for, okay? So here is a little bit of a bagatelle for me. We'll call it Wilson's Bagatelle number 1, and it's called This Girl. There's this girl who's gone and caught my fancy, though she's a million miles away. At least she seems that way to me. Though I think, as I sit here and I wonder about how it's gonna be when she's smiling next to me. She's just a silly girl, the simplest kind of muse, but no matter how I try, I can't seem to disabuse myself of her in my thoughts about 1,000,000 times a day. I got 1,000,000 things to do, but she never goes away. She's just a silly girl. Who am I to refuse her? In my thoughts you'll have to please excuse me, 'cause she ties me up in knots. Who's there? Just the most amazing muse. One day I hope to see her. There's this girl who's gone and caught my fancy, though she's 1,000,000 miles away. At least she seems that way to me. All right, another song. This is a song about football. I ain't one of those towny boys. I work hard and I do my chores. Paul says there's plenty of time for fun when the evening chores are done. Don't you know this life is hard? Made the team my junior year. Paul said, son, we need you here. Need you in that strong right arm, right down here on the farm. Don't you know this life is hard? only time I got to play was at the end of a long day. I'd get into my car, hit the pool rooms and the bars. Don't you know this life is hard? I remember that Friday night, beneath the red eyes buzzing lights, in walked Ben McQueen, co-captain of the team, drunk and looking for a fight. He looked me up and down, said there ain't room in this town. You're that fag that won't play ball. And he pushed me against the wall, said it's time to go outside. We lined up eye to eye. He swung first and I ducked right. I laid him on his back, twisted his arm till I felt it crack. Don't you know this life is hard? Locked me up for a spell, and the townies gave me hell, and someone torched our barn, but we held on to the farm. Don't you know this life is hard? I see old Ben now and then. No, he ain't a fighting man. Always looks me in the eye, nods his head as I walk on by. Don't you know this life is hard? And I still go out at night, shooting pool and getting tight. Driving in my GTO down along the river road. Don't you know this life's alright? Driving in my GTO down this long and winding road. Don't you know this life's alright? That's a personal favorite, so happy to play it for y'all.
We got quite a few folks tuned in.
Good.
Ryan Owers said it sounds good. Joylene, Kara, and Trish Ross are talking about the origin of some of those songs. It's a whole chat room in there.
Well, you know, and those are some great names of people that have been kind enough to be mentors and be along for the ride, and so I am eternally grateful, especially to Trish Ross and Butch Ross, who were instrumental in, especially Trish, in getting me out of my shell and getting out and singing, and then both of them on the songwriting side of things. And they do a course probably once a year, sometimes more, sometimes less, called The Art of the Singer-Songwriter. So I'll give them a plug right here, that if you want to improve your skill set immensely, those are some folks to help you, and I am honored to have them as my friends. So, anyhow, in talking about the art of singer-songwriting, this is my second cover of the evening, and it's by a guy by the name of Jeffrey Foucault, and it's called Cheap Suit. And it's the reason I like this song is he just does a remarkable job of painting a picture with his words in this song, and it tickled me the first time I heard it, and so I sat right down and figured it out, and so this is called Cheap Suit. There's a man in a cheap suit holding a beer can, standing on his back porch, looking out past the highway. The sun is going down over a field of dry corn. The slider keeps sticking and the screen is torn. His tie is loose, his socks are thin, shakes the can once, and he heads back in, walks between his children and the television glow, to the kitchen for another, to the living room alone. There's a knockoff Gibson sitting in the corner since the last time he felt like this. He presses on the tuners, closes his eyes tight, picks out a figure with his right hand till the chords sound right. And when he sings, he looks so far away, like there's something he doesn't remember, but still wants to say. See him standing in the doorway, see the look in his eyes, and I know I'm gonna go there. My father's dreams tonight. All right. Now we're going to paint another kind of picture, and this is probably a little bit more fun picture. And it is, this is a song by another one of my singer-songwriter guitar heroes, and it's probably not typical of him, but it is if you do any deep listening. And it is a story about an Army sergeant who has been repurposed in a second career as a physical ed teacher, and him teaching a group of boys how to waltz, and it's called Secondary Waltz. And the reason I'm doing two covers and doing this is because my capo's up here and I've got this guitar and this tuning, so there'll be plenty of other originals to come. So here it goes. The school Christmas party is coming. We ain't doing rugby no more. McIntyre's teaching us waltzing out on the gymnasium floor, out on the gymnasium floor. And McIntyre's out of the army, you'll be slippered if you get it wrong. And McIntyre's din booms loud through the gym. And we only got a little short song. We only got a little short song. And it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, it's all a disgrace. McIntyre tore us apart. And we danced with ourselves when he barked, dance in place. Waltzing with fear in our hearts, waltzing with fear in our hearts. It's the day of the final maneuvers. All of our hearts are a whirl. It's getting much closer to D-Day. This time we're gonna do it with girls. This time we get to do it with girls. In the arena, the ladies were waiting, a 12-year-old suitor to squire. Some matches were fixed, the rest of us mixed, and a fat girl got left by the side. A fat girl got left by the side. And it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, it's all a disgrace. McIntyre tore us apart. And we danced with ourselves when he barked, dance in place. Dancing with fear in our hearts, waltzing with fear in our hearts. So if you come to my fights and I'm under the lights, and you see that my footwork is false, don't count me out till the end of the bounce. I'm just doing the secondary waltz, doing the secondary waltz. All right, gonna do a guitar switch back now. You ready? Yep. Okay. This is another original, and it is, for lack of a better thing, it's a Cajun love song. And as a Cajun love song, of course, it's got some French in it, so I'll try to pronounce that right, and hopefully you'll get it. And the name of the song is Bamboula. All the femmes that hang with her, I said to her, ça va bien. She said to me, partir chien. I cried, qu'est-ce que je fais? She looked at me, said, go away. I heard about you and Mary Claire. You best get on out of here. Bamboula, bamboula, wasn't trying to fool ya. Sometimes I get turned wrong side round. Please don't treat me like a hound. Bamboula, bamboula, Wasn't trying to fool ya. Help me turn things wrong side right. Come with me and dance all night. Mary Claire, that who you say? Why, she's just petite fille, a little girl, a foot bien. I swear she don't mean anything. You're the belle of my heart, and from you I'll never part. And she smiled and let it go, said take me to the Fado-Do. Bamboola, bamboola, wasn't trying to fool you. Sometimes I get turned wrong side round. Please don't treat me like a hound. Bamboola, bamboola, wasn't trying to fool you. Help me turn things wrong side right. Come with me and dance all night. Mary Claire with those green eyes and coal black hair. And I tried, I swear I could not keep my eyes off of her. She came up to me, held out her hand, said, I'm here to get my man. And I knew right then she was my gal. I grabbed a hold and gave a twirl. Bamboola, bamboola, wasn't trying to fool you. Sometimes I get turned wrong side round. Got that right, I am a hound. Bamboola, bamboola, wasn't trying to fool ya. I got things turned wrong side right, 'cause I got my girl and I'll dance all night. Got my girl and I'll dance all night. Got my girl and I'll dance all night. All right, good. That's Bamboola. Next one is a new song. So this is the newest one that I've got. We probably call it Bagatelle number 2, Wilson's Bagatelle number 2. And it's a song called Absolute Theft. And let me get capoed up here for it. I'd like to do, I just want to stand next to you. Sultry wench with that long blonde hair, I just want to stand there and stare. Love and sex and hope and dreams, and still surviving on the scene. Look at me, I'm in tatters, love and joy and loneliness and sex and sex and sex and sex. With a red dress on, you're the one I'm dreaming on. Physical knowledge knowledge may be pure, but I need one who reads literature. Pride and joy and greed and sex, and that's what makes this town the best. And look at me, I'm in tatters and pride and joy and dirty dreams, and still surviving on the street. Cherubi, doesn't matter. Cherubi, I've been shattered. Cherubi. Call that a work in progress. So, but I'm happy to play it for you because it's a fun song. I've been warped by the rain, driven by the snow. I'm down and dirty. Don't you know that I'm still willing? Out on the road late last night, I saw my dear Alice in every headlight. Alice, Dallas, Alice. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, Hatchapeta, Tonopah. I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driving the back road so I wouldn't get weighed. And you can bring me weed, whites and wine, and you show me a sign, and I'll be willing to be moving. Been kicked by the wind, robbed by the sleet. I've had my head stoved in, and I'm still on my feet, and I'm still willing. And I've smuggled some folks and dope from Mexico, burned by the sun every time I go down to Mexico. And I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, to Hatchapeta, Tonopah. I've driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driving the back road so I wouldn't get wet. And you can bring me wheat, white sand wine, and you show me a sign, and I'll be willing to be moving. Obviously, the late, great Lowell George there, another incredible musician, singer-songwriter, guitarist, and going to incredible singer-songwriters. We're going to end this one this evening with a song by a favorite of mine, a guy by the name of James McMurtry. And this song's a pretty significant song to me. If I had ever written a song for my mom, he already wrote it, because it's this song. The refrain of the song, and you'll hear it when I play it, is something that I've repeated many times throughout my life. So I'll end this evening with this to my mom, and we'll go from there. It's called Peter Pan. Beer cans to the ceiling, ashtray on the floor, laundry on the sofa, need I say anymore? Walked out with my hair wet, caught one awful cold, didn't do what I was supposed to, didn't do what I was told. How could this happen? How could it be what you said would happen? Well, it did to me. Just when I might have seen the light of day, I crossed my eyes and they stayed that way. I keep my distance as best I can, biding out my time here in Never Never Land. And I can't grow up, 'cause I'm too old. I guess I really did it this time, Mom. Boogeyman came calling. I said I wasn't home. He didn't believe me, and he wasn't alone. He had my number, got my goat, punched my ticket, and paid off my note. He left in a hurry. Why he didn't say? I guess he had his reasons, but they're not for me to say. And I keep my distance as best I can, biding out my time here in Never Never Land. And I can't grow up, 'cause I'm too old. I guess I really did it this time, Mom. Let's go catch tornadoes, just me and you. Don't often catch them, but man, when you do, just grab that catch rope, crawl out on the wing, and we won't come down till we own that thing. And then we'll stand on the back porch, quiet as a mouse, one last time before they close on the house. And I keep my distance as best I can, biding out my time here in Never, never land. And I can't grow up 'cause I'm too old now. I guess I really did it this time, Mom. Guess I really did it this time, Mom. I guess I really did it this time, Mom. Thank you all for listening to me this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope you enjoyed it. And again, a shout out to SoundCorps and to Stratton and to Emily Kate and to everybody else involved with these efforts, because they're awesome. Thanks.